So guys, I'm having network issue here, so I was just trying to fix the network. So we just go ahead and cut this one so that we can work on the front pattern. Is the network stable now? So this is what we have for the back. We are going to keep this aside so we can work on the front pattern. We'll still bring it back. So 2 inch. Connecting all these points together. And I'm going to come down from up here by 4 inch. And I'll do a line across this one. So all of our measurement will be taken from this line point, from my shoulder to my bust point, just the way we did for the back pattern. Come down to mark your bust point. I'll rule a line across. Then I'm going to come down to mark my waist point. So from my shoulder to my waist point in front is 16 inches. I'll go ahead and do the line across. Then for the length, our length is 23, or is it 24? So what I have here is not up to 24. I'm going to add another paper to it. So I'm going to add another paper to this, the way we did for the back pattern. Divide my shoulder by 2. I'm going to mark it right here. At this point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. Remember, your neck width for the back and front must be the same. And I'll connect from here all the way to neck width. For the neck depth, I'm going to mark 3 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect my neck. The next thing, I'll come down to mark my chest line using the same formula we used for the back. Divide your bust circumference by 6, then add 1.5 inches to the measurement. I'll go ahead and do the line across. So this is my chest line. On my chest line, I'll mark my shoulder measurement here, and I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to this point. I'll come here, divide what I have here into 2 to get a midpoint. At the midpoint, I'll go in by half an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll connect the point together to form my armhole. The next thing is to mark her dart. We're going to divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2, which is mine is 3.5. I'm going to mark it here on the chest line, on the bust line, on the waistline, and all the way to the full length. I'll go ahead and connect all these points together. Of this line, come down from the waistline by 6 inches. I'll come down from the bust line by 1 inch. So this is what we have. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement here. I'll add my seam allowance. The waistline, divide my waist by 4. I'll mark it. Then I'll replace it and add my seam allowance. I'll come to the hip 4 and then I'll add my seam allowance of 1 inch. I'll go ahead and connect all these points together. And this is what have here into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint, just the way we did for the back pattern. And I'll connect from there all the way to our dart leg like this. So I'm going to come to the side here, go up by 3 inch, and I'll connect back into the line. So we're going to work on the collar. Before we work on the collar, we will not mark our bust. Difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front, and from your shoulder to bust. Don't take out the bust. They say the system is one from the bust line, and I'll connect it back to my bust line like this. So by the time you take this out, by the time you cut this out, they are going to have the same measurement as the back. All right, the side will be equal. So what we're going to do right now is to work on the collar. So before we work on the collar, I'm going to mark my button allowance. So I'm going to come out from here by 1 inch from my button allowance. I'm going to go up all the way to the waistline. So it depends on where you want your breaking point to stop, right? So your breaking point can either be on your bust line, under bust line, waistline, above. What I mean by breaking on your jacket, where your button, by the time you fold it, this folding that you have in front, like this, by the time you fold it all the way to where your button start from, your first button start from, that is where your breaking point is. I hope I'm making sense with this explanation. By the time you fold this, when you fold it till the fold, your button will start from there. I'm making sense too. So I want my own breaking point, button allowance, from down all the way to my waist point. Like I said, your breaking point can be anywhere. It can be under the bust, it can be on your bust. Some are even on the chest line. It depends on the look you are going for. So my breaking point will start at my waist point like this. I'm going to connect a line from my neck width all the way to my breaking point, right? I'm going to connect a line from there all the way to my breaking point. I don't have a longer ruler here, so I'm just going to manage what I have here. I'm just going to connect from here like this all the way to my breaking point, to that 1 inch. To this point like this. Like this. So this is where it is. So I'm going to go in from here, like let's say 0.2. This is to make our neck relax very well. This is not compulsory, but I'm just going to go in here by 0.2 from here and connect it back into what I have here. This is what you're going to use to draft out the back pattern. So I have about 3.5 inches here. So I'm going to go up by that 3.5 inches. I'm going to go up from here. Make sure your line is not straight, just the way, just take a slant like that. So I'm just going to go connect from 0.5. I'm going to mark 0.5 inches. So you can do 0.2, but I'm going to mark 0.5 inches here. This will allow your this first line. You can see what we have here. So the next thing now is for you to determine the width of your collar, how you want your collar to be, how wide you want it to be, or how small you want it to be. So I'm going to mark 3.5 for the width. You can do 3 inch, and I'll connect from here to the point you just marked like this. So from here, I'm going to connect from here all the way to my break point here. All right, I'm going to connect from here to my break point here. So it depends on the style you want here, this lapel. It depends on how you want it to be. All right, so you can use your straight line. If you want it straight, you can use your curve ruler, any shape you want the lapel to be. That is what we are going to do here. I don't have a longer curve rule, so I'm just going to try to use either my free hand to do this, or I will use my straight. I don't actually want it straight, so I will try and use my free hand to just curve it out before I'll go in with my curve ruler to do it. I'm not good with free hand, honestly, but I'll try to manage. Like I say, it depends on the kind of shape you want your to be. I'm trying to, this is better. You can always clean and redraw when you are okay with the shape. All right, you can always clean and redraw like that.